Hey guys, what's going on? Jersey here, back again with another South Park Phone Destroyer video, and um, I don't really have words for what we're about to talk about in this video. So the developer update is very recently live as of the recording of this video. There are a few things we need to talk about. There is a new car that's going to be coming to the game. We will talk about that very briefly. I do not have gameplay for this new card yet. When I do, of course you guys know, I will be making a video on all that information as soon as I have it. So hopefully we have it maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I have no idea. As long as we hopefully have it before the card goes live, then of course, you know, I will have some content for you on that as soon as Redlinks gives me that information, or any of us that information, because we don't have that as of yet. But I can at least talk to you about the new card, some speculation, things like that. Also, there is a huge update to Adventure Locked accounts. For those of you that are not aware of Adventure Locked accounts, we'll get to that when we get to that section. I have made content on that and have an Adventure Locked account myself, so rip to that. Also in chat, you know, all that kind of good stuff. So here is the new card, guys. S-WOW Tittybang, which of course means that finally, as highly requested, although I don't know if this is the way to do it, Sheila is finally coming to the game. Kyle's mother is finally coming to the game, but not as Sheila, as S-WOW Tittybang. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I've watched a ton of South Park. I don't know where this is from. This could be from the COVID special. To be all honest with you, that's going to be coming out in a couple of days, because I have never heard of Sheila being called S-WOW Tittybang ever in my life. I'm just going to be honest with you. When I saw this card, I was like, what is happening? Now, again, maybe she's been in here. I don't know. Some of you, I may have the comment section riddled with Druzy, you're an idiot. It's obviously from this. And I'm like, okay. I've seen almost every single episode, and I do not recall this being a thing. Now, remember, she is from New Jersey. That is part of her backstory as far as Sheila, is that she was originally from Jersey. That is it's a Jersey-themed episode. I don't think this is what this is from, though. Maybe? That could be the only thing I could think of. But she will be the fourth mystical adventure or legendary card coming to the game. So mystical will finally have a fourth one. Again, we predicted this a long time ago, that Kyle's parents, or at least one of them, if not all of them, would come to mystical, because Kyle is the head villain of that theme. So this all makes total sense. This is how it's been so far throughout the course of this game, that every villain that you fight basically at the end of each theme's storyline in the campaign, their characters' parents have been in that theme, right? We had Leanne was with Cartman in Fantasy. We've had Scissor Stewart is of course Kenny's dad for Sci-Fi, and we've had all the Marsh family in Adventure for some. So far holding true. And of course we have now Sheila in Mystical. So I assume, since Butters is basically the villain in superheroes, or the main thing you're striving to beat, eventually the Stotches, if not both, will most likely at some point, I have no idea when, come to superheroes. There you go. So I don't even know where to start. Okay, so she has a charged ability where she runs to the furthest enemy ground unit in range, knocking them back. I don't know what the knockback is. I don't know how much damage it does. But essentially, from what this card reads and what we know based on this information, it seems like it is going to function similar to cows. And the charge will run to the farthest ground enemy unit, not the closest, the farthest. So if you have a range card in the back. Now this is a tank unit. It also taunts nearby enemies. I don't know how many units it will taunt, how big the aura of the taunt is, any of that stuff. Plus, I mean, her health scaling, we don't know how big it's going to be, but 11-10 to start is pretty big. It could be flirting with Man Bear Pig levels of health, potentially. I'm not quite sure where Man Bear Pig starts at level 1, but it could be to that level. And 44 damage for a tank right off the rip is pretty high, so she could be fairly... I mean, it doesn't look like she does AoE, single attack damage, anything like that. So she'll be doing just, separate one hit, all that kind of stuff. So it looks like she's not going to be doing devastating damage in that regard. I don't know how strong her charge is going to be as far as what damage it does, how much, if it's going to have knockback, how much the knockback is going to be. I don't know anything yet, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. But once I do, like I said, you guys will get a video on all that stuff. But wow. S-WOW. What the? I don't understand. Okay. Anyways, so Sheila's in the game, guys. Um, she will be added to your decks during this week. It's a jersey thing challenge, and all Kyle cards will have increased damage. So that is going to be the challenge mode this week, or the chaos mode, sorry. It's not called challenge mode anymore. So it'll be called It's a Jersey Thing. Further proof that this is Sheila, in case you guys didn't know. These are the cards that are going to be involved in the weekend event when S-WOW Tittybang comes out into the game. Mega Timmy, Imp Tweak, Professor Chaos, Sexy Nut, Rainy, Hookan, Clyde, Choirboy Butters, Sorceress Leanne, Dar, Santa, Youth Pastor, Cupid, and Poseidon Stan. That'll be interesting. Now, most likely, due to this, we look at the pack. It is a 125 point. My guess is usually when it's 125, that means that the card is guaranteed at the end of the event. Now, it didn't get specifically stated that. You'll have an extra time to snag a copy of her in the solo path if you're interested. And it goes through Monday, so it will be a 4-day event, essentially. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And again, yeah, if you get all the way through it, you will get a free copy of S-WOW Tittybang for yourself. So there you go. There are no words. I got nothing. But the big changes, Adventure Locked, will no longer exist as of tomorrow. Well, they kind of will, but not really. So the team and I wanted to give you all a heads up on some changes coming regarding Adventure Locked playstyle. And it's in quotations, obviously, because it's not a real thing. For those who have heard about this and are a little confused, an Adventure Locked account. Okay, so I will explain what Adventure Locked account is. I do have videos and content on this, but they will be irrelevant as of tomorrow. But basically, Adventure Locked is you don't beat past episode 7 in PvE, so you do not beat Psalm, the final Psalm mission, before you get to the sci-fi part of PvE. As long as you do not beat him, then you will stay Adventure Locked, which means that your card pool will remain limited to only adventure cards and only neutral cards. That is the only two themes that you will get anything for, both upgrade materials and as well as cards. So it's an easier way for you to level up certain cards faster, to get them to more playable levels faster, and to work your way up in PvP. So this means that they have not unlocked the rest of the game, just the adventure theme. They will only earn adventure theme cards and neutral, which does not mean that they can level those cards up more, so they can level them up more quickly, but at the cost of having most of the game forever blocked for them. This is all true. The only other time you can get any other theme is through the battle passes. In case, Toller doesn't mention this, but she is aware of that. I know she is. She's smart. Come on, Toller. It's okay though. They will. I think I already read all that. Such as events and gifts. We don't get event rewards, so that is one of the weaknesses of Adventure Locked accounts, is they can't earn events because events were locked beyond episode 10. So you had to beat episode 10 to get event participation. So this is slightly inaccurate. As well as running into strange bugs from playing the game in a way that was not intended to be enjoyed. Yeah, there were some bugs. That is true. The big one for me was you were getting negative bottle caps when you got your bottle caps, but technically you still got them. It was kind of weird. We will be changing the way that the game content is locked so that finishing level 10 is no longer the only option that unleashes all cards. Once the change goes live tomorrow, the new content lock for the game will be after episode 10 or after reaching PvP Arena 5, whichever comes first. Once the players reach either goal, they will no longer receive only adventure cards, but cards from all 5 themes. So that means there is a maintenance update tomorrow, in case you guys are not aware. It should only last about an hour, is what Red Links is saying. We will see. And it's about 5 or 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, so I think it's like 6 or 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. I don't know where you guys are at with as far as time zones and all that stuff. So look at that for yourself. There is an announcement in the news section in game of when the reset is happening as far as the maintenance. But again, I believe the maintenance is to address this as well as probably a few other things. So there you go. So Venture Locked as of tomorrow, after the changes, will no longer exist. So that'll be interesting. Um, yeah. So rip to Pirate Booty Butters, which is my Adventure Locked account. He will no longer exist as of tomorrow. So I may have to do a farewell stream of Adventure Locked Butters since it's not going to be a thing anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm still going to play that account because it's been fun. Adventure Locked account, I get it. Like some people view it as cheating, and it is to some degree as far as it's limiting the pool so you can get cards leveled up faster. But at the same time, um, we're at a disadvantage is we don't have any other themes. We only have adventure. We only have neutral, and they've been nerfing adventure into the ground. So I get it. I do understand. I do get it. But like now, all these other themes, I'm going to be way behind on. I'm going to have way underleveled cards. I do not have a lot of upgrade materials for those other themes. So it's going to be very interesting to try this new journey with my Adventure Locked account. I will probably rename it. I don't know what I would rename it to. So I'm open to suggestions. If you guys have any suggestions of what to rename my Adventure Locked account, and maybe we'll talk about that in the stream that I'm probably going to do today now about that. But yeah, there you go. Adventure Locked will die here as of tomorrow, allegedly. And we will see. Hopefully it doesn't cause any other bugs. That's never happened before, right? Whenever patches come out. Making a change. This is a fairly sizable change. I feel like this would change a lot of internal things more so than they're letting on. So that could risk some potential issues and bugs that could come with it. We will see. Hopefully not. But there you guys go. That's pretty much it. I mean, other than the Adventure Lock changes, and of course, this. That's about it for this episode, this video. Again, I will have all of the, I don't even want to call it by this name, S-WOW Tittybang information when I have it. When I have gameplay, things like that, we will go into as much detail as possible with that once Red Leaks gives me that information. So that will come at a later video, as well as we will talk about, I guess, maybe I'll have a video dedicating to my Adventure Locked account that will no longer be a thing. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and probably have a stream today. So you'll get so much content from me today. You're welcome. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, you know who it is.